Right, showing the weather. It says session will start in 45 seconds. So everybody, welcome to SBS Division 4. We've got a very nice grid of 15 people, and it is raining for our qualifying session today.
Raining heavily, Liam. It looks like maybe even full wets for quali, and
Be a very interesting qualifying session. Could really mix the order up, and a few people spin it, and God, I've lost my words. A few people spin it and end up DNFing, and Kai's here, everybody. He's just joined.
he'll be able to get into a seat.
We might have to restart it. I don't know.
Yeah, if he hops in a seat, yeah. So nobody's out yet.
Keep it clean, agreed.
Who will go on which tyres? Currently, it does look like intercondition, but
I don't know about you. It's not. Oh, there we go. It's finally started. Yeah, it looks like Inters to me. No one out yet. And currently, Kai's not in a seat, but I believe he would be for the race, and that wouldn't be good.
Alright, we just leave it for now, kind of thing, if you know?
I'll leave it until someone says to restart or whatever.
Yeah.
Or unless he straight lines everyone. That's another thing. If he straight lines everyone, I'll just restart it if anyone's watching.
Yeah.
I'm
just putting on the
we're being
so
told. I don't know what to do. I don't know if we're meant to restart. Like, he's not here for quali. Yeah, I think we might have to restart it.
Alright. I'm just trying to see if I can hear myself.
Yeah, I can hear you on that.
Okay.
People are kind of mixed with the right. Bart Boy's on the Inters, and he's left. Kai, he's left. Good.
Okay. So, yeah, first car out on track is Bart Boy. House driver, who did look fairly quick back in Azerbaijan. On the Inters, so it doesn't look as wet as we first thought, but the rain is still coming down, so we could see the track getting wet there.
There's a few. Everyone so far on Inters.
Yeah, everyone waited about 2 minutes before coming out, maybe letting the track dry up a little bit, maybe seeing if it would actually go to full wets.
Maybe just seeing the difference in times.
Yeah.
It's Bart Boy, the Haas, looking to impress today.
But I think if it is going to get onto full wets, it will be crucial for these guys to get quick interlaps in before it switches. As well. Like a spin or a snap of oversteering and validation on these first laps, and they could be done for if it does go to full. But you never know, it could go the opposite way. It could actually end up being dry by the end of the 14 minutes that we have left with us.
We do not know the conditions due to it being dynamic. And that's the great thing about SBS. You just don't know what's going to happen. As here, Bart Boy will begin his first lap in Paul Ricard. Here we go. So he's going to come into turn one now. Nicely on the brakes as he's going to nail that first corner. The first two corners, absolutely beautiful. As he's going to come into this right-hander again. Lovely. That's maybe not as great through there. A little bit slower, but it seems to have recovered it a bit now. It's a nicer exit. It's a 25.546 sector one time. Is that going to be one of the quicker times to see today? As he misses that corner, but I don't know if that's intentional for the better line out of it. He's into 8th gear now. He's going to approach this very tricky chicane. Very easy to invalidate through here. And he will absolutely nail it. As now he comes out there to hitting all the apexes. His sector 2 time is going to be a 56.792. Looking like a decent lap from the Haas man through the... Well, you'll have to lift off through then the wet conditions, but they're usually flat. And he misses the apex through there. That could cost a lot of his lap. But he gets it through there in the end.
Sawyer Loco's in. He's just brake checked Axel. I'm sorry.
That's a restart then. That's a restart.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to restart that.
Yeah, I've just gone on board, seen yellow flags, and just watched Soy Loco slow down and then brake check.
Right, and we'll see what that Bart Boy puts on, but that is going to be a restart. Is that his actual car? Yeah, that's a restart.
Who is Soy Loco? Is that Kai?
It's Kai. It's Kai, yeah. I know it's Kai because former commentator in it. I think we have to restart because like as Kostya puts a 147, but I think this is a guaranteed restart because it depends on all his instances now. You know what I mean? Because if he does it in the race, we don't want to restart. So I'm telling him to restart.
So I'm guessing he'll just find someone else to do it. So
that's my thinking. So I'm telling him to restart.
How did he join though? I think he'll just
he's in the party. He's in the party. I can kick him. But he's in the party. As Zorro, nice lap from Zorro. I'm just going to wait for people to leave first. Quickly. Or retire. No, we can't have him retire because Kyle won't retire. So we want everyone to leave, don't we?
Well, actually, if we have them retire...
No, we'll have to wait the full 12 minutes.
Then we can kick Kai from the thing, can't we? No, it'll send them straight to the race.
That's what I mean. Yes. The thing's saved, so it shouldn't take too long to go back going. But I'm going to start setting up the lobby again.
Yeah. Don't. Did you delete the stream or like stop it?
No. Just quit the game.
Okay, keep it going.
Social play. Sorry about this delayed start, everyone. This is not what we intended today. I'm just going to invite everyone very quickly. There you go. And then save, unload settings, SBS. No, I don't want to overwrite. There you go. That should all be set up. Apart from the track, of course, which I still need to do.
Is there a new invite out?
There should be, yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna add
Can you
them
just, yeah, can you just add them for us? Right. Let me make sure
and
everything's ready. Yeah, do the reserves as well. Yeah, this looks set up to me. Yeah, that's set up. Lovely. Dutch Chewy's here. Fine, shouldn't I?
Oh, he's not.
I should make it should I make it an Inters quali because that's what it was going to be.
What do you mean?
So wet quali because that's what it was.
I'd ask Bobby, but yeah, that makes sense.
We're still going to do everything as it was because it wasn't that late in.
That's 40.
Sen wants to race, but he's signed up. I don't think so. I think you need to get approval from Bobby first, unless you are already Division 4 driver. No response. I can't. I don't decide that.
He can race, then he may as well.
Well, I can't
unless
decide
he's
it though.
Signed up.
He's signed up, but I can't decide it. Remember, that's the thing. It's not my decision. So yeah, we leave. We had someone intrude. If he's in here again, I'll kick him out. He's gonna. let's try and get in as quickly as possible, everybody. Hidlex is in the Alpha.
Oh my god. At this point, just like swapping with whoever is in the Alpha.
No, because that just sets a precedent, doesn't it? No one's in the Alpha. It just sets a precedent and dynamic weather, so yeah, everything stays the same. And spectate. Are you in, by the way?
Nearly.
Do you need an invite? Are you in the party?
No, I'm getting in now.
Okay.
I just had to restart the app. Okay, Hidlitz is back to the Williams.
Yeah, nice. So we've currently got 13.
That's
we had 15,
13.
didn't we? We had 15,
Yes.
so we'll wait for the other two to drive, get in. So who are we waiting on? We've got both. We're waiting on the 2 Red Bulls. That's who we're waiting on. Right, we need the 2 Red Bulls. If they don't, right, I'm going to ask them. Who is it? It's TJ.
William, did you kick Kai from the party?
Bobby did. Okay, TJ's here. Who's the other Red Bull? We'll just have a look. 2 lineups.
Could be a reserve. It's Wacko.
It's Wacko, yeah.
It's not restarted his application.
Yeah. SMX Dark wants to join. I think he's an actual driver, but I'm not sure.
Apparently Bobby can't kick Liam, so
it's probably Kai. No, I can't. I don't own the party. It's probably Kai who owns it or something. Yeah, this is... Lucas. Oh, that's not good, because he's not obviously in the league anymore. Yeah, this isn't good. This is annoying, this whole restart business, but there's nothing we can do. We don't want someone coming in and crashing into other people, so this is our best alternative. We're just waiting on one more driver before we can restart. So just waiting on the Red Bull of Wacko Jacko.
Maybe SMX Dark. It's allowed to join or not. I'm not sure. Probably ghosted me.
I think we let him join, because it's not like we're restarting the race.
Reserve, so
and it's not like we're restarting the actual race to do it. So who's the reserve for? Red Bull will get Wacko Jacko.
He's ticked it as accepted, not reserve, which will be why he's not.
Right, where's Dark? Right, SMX Dark. Right, SMX Dark. Should we put him in the... he's going in the Alpine. I think let him in the Alpine.
I mean, if there's a driver that comes and goes, oh, that's my seat, then...
Yeah, but we only had one Alpine driver. It doesn't...
Yeah. Because it doesn't matter which one he goes in. Where's the other Williams driver? We need F1 Lucas.
Yeah. Neither Williams can make it. Same with Aston. Same with, I believe, Alpine. Yeah. So it's annoying that we can't have one more Aston driver, because then King Arthur would definitely go in his actual seat. Yeah, but it's unfortunate. Yep, ready up. Sorry, I meant to say ready up. Have you said it?
No, I've not said it. You said it.
Yeah, I need to say it.
You need to at people.
Yeah.
You didn't even do it capital. Jesus, Liam. Oh, a few people read it up.
Mm-hmm. There you go, you're happy now. Here we go again. Another chance, hopefully, here. In 50 seconds, where we will start once again. SBS Division 4 French Grand Prix.
It's raining.
It is raining again, which is good, because that's what it was meant to be. So who will be first out this time? Who will be the first not to go out on these wet conditions, which on the track?
Oh yeah, because grip obviously builds up over time, but...
And also, in these wet conditions, you want the most grip possible. I mean, you've got the exciting Mercedes team, you know, everyone here is excited, but who will be first out, as we need to do this again?
Our race winner from last week.
Everett is into this again.
Very good in Azerbaijan.
Yes, indeed.
Championship leader, Axel, in the Ferrari. Have to see how he's going to do.
Even some of these reserves, someone like Kostya, he's very, very quick. I've seen him before. As first out, I believe, once again, will be Bart Boy. It's not like an Aston Martin, it's just the first
closely
people.
followed by a Haas.
By a Haas? He is in Haas.
Not a Haas, sorry.
Oh, hello, what's he doing? Bart Boy, he's binned it.
Oh, he's binned it.
He's binned it. He's not out the qualifying.
At the front of turn 1.
No, he's not out qualifying though, so now it's NSR Bradley who's number 1. Oh, what's happened?
I think his remote might be broken. He's driving backwards.
No, he's trying to spin himself around there without hitting a wall.
Come on, he looks like he was driving backwards. Like a...
It's NSR Bradley. Oh, Bradley. Yeah, I know. NSR Bradley will be the guy we go on board for the first lap of qualifying. Then in the McLaren, I think he's enjoying a pretty decent season so far, if I remember correctly. As what's currently then happening with Bart Boy, he's span it again. It's all gone wrong for the Haas here. I don't know what's happened there, but go on, but NSR Bradley.
Yellow flag looks Wacko Jacko.
Wacko Jacko. Interesting.
He's back on track now.
As Bradley's about to start his first flying lap. Well, not about to, but he's getting close to starting the first flying lap of this qualifying. Oh, Bart Boy is enjoying a horrible time at the moment. As here we go then. The first flying lap around France will be on board with NSR Bradley and the McLaren. As he comes straight in, he's going to look to nail turn 1. He needs a great launch out of it as well to have a chance at pole. So here he goes into left, nails it. Is he going to nail turn 2 as well? Yes, he is. Lovely exit. Doesn't invalidate in a corner that is so easy to invalidate here in France.
Not only invalidate, you can spin it really easily.
Ooh, very much cutting close to the lines there in the McLaren, but he did nail the corner. And again, he is coming very close to these track limits, but he is absolutely nailing them here in Paul Ricard. As you can tell, this is one of the top drivers in Division 4 in NSR Bradley, as he's going to come into this very, very tricky chicane now, midway through Sector 2, near the end of Sector 2, I guess. As first corner, beautiful. Second half, a little bit off. And the third half, he got a snap on the exit in his entry, but it might affect his lap a little bit, but he should still be able to go on for a decent lap here in the McLaren, as he's going to come through the normally flat right-hander, but you do have to lift off in the rain, as he didn't get very good through the flat right-hander, as here it's a decent corner, but this middle sector and a bit of the last sector has not been great for the McLaren, as again he misses the apex through there. This lap has got a lot of improvements, I think, that he won't be happy with. But nice little left-hander through there from the McLaren as he's close to an Alpine here. He misses the apex on the final corner as well. As what's the lap time going to be? It's going to be a 1:41.2. As now, I believe, Axel is on an out lap. So it's going to be the Haas, I'm guessing, of Sui Rose to try and challenge the 141. It's a 141.5. And then JJA, no. Who's next? It's going to be the Red Bull. Wacko Jacko, who puts it third with a 142.9. As... is this Zoe?
Zorro's starting his lap now.
Yeah.
Through turn 1. Bit of a wiggle on the turn in.
TJ Marias. NJ, no. Dutch Chewy puts it P2, very close to NSR Bradley there, as I believe next to, oh no, NJ's on an outlap. JJA has just set a purple first sector, I've noticed, but he won't be next across the line. NJ's starting a lap. So I believe next to cross the line might be, where has he gone? Hidlex here. Oh no, this is his outlap, great. So it will be Costia next to cross the line on a flyer in the Aston Martin. Invalidations. Oh, not a great corner through there for Costia. Again, he does seem to be struggling. Oh no, he's done nicely actually in the end. But not... Oh no, he has. He's saved his last corner there for what looked like it wasn't going to be great with a wide entry. As that's going to put him... P1, a 1:40.0, 1.2 seconds quicker than anybody else today. That is phenomenal from Costia. And now Axel Ritz, the championship leader. Where's he going to go? Dutch Chewy's out. Axel Ritz. Oh, that must have been validated. I'm probably blind. As it's the Haas. Oh, I'm missing somebody, sorry. So it's going to be Hutzi next across the line. As he's going to go with a... 1:41.0. Zorro 1:46. Next looks like it'll be Wacko. No, TJ goes with a 1:41.3. Is it going to be you next? Are you on the pits? So Ignelis, I think. No. NSR Bradley's coming across the line for another lap. Where's the McLaren going to go this time? Has he improved? No, he's not. He's not on a lap actually. Then it's the Haas of Bartboy, who has got a front wing now. He will go nowhere. Must have been his outlap. NJ will go. I know he's a quick driver. NJ, he'll go. Oh, he's about it. I swear I'm blind. Is that Hidlex? Yep, Hidlex then. He's not invalidated. And he's on his lap. Yellow flags in every sector. If you could check what they are for us.
Just slow cars, but...
Okay, and so Hidlex in the Williams goes P3, 1:40.6. Yeah. Is Costia on a lap? No, he's not. Is that Axel Ritz then, who's next maybe to cross line? No, he's backed off completely, he's invalidated completely. JJA. Zoe.
It's, yellow flags.
Zoe
pits. Yeah, McLaren in a wall, and that's...
Where is he? Husty Mina is on a lap. He's about to cross the line. As he goes... P4, 1.7. Bart Boy, is this? Nope. Where is he? Sui Ross is in. So who's next? Going to be a Red Bull. TJ's in. So then Bart Boy's the next then, it looks like. Who will cross the line? He looks like he's on a lap. He's not coming into the pit, so I would argue he's on a lap. As he's coming around the final corner. Does miss the apex on it though. He won't be happy with that in the Haas. See now, where's he going to go? Won't be P1. It's only P11 from someone that you expect so much from.
Spins it.
As NSR Bradley's. We've got Ignelis and Dutch Chewy out right now. He's not on a lap again, he's invalidated, sorry. So is that Hidlex then, I guess? And he's invalidated. And then Axel Ritz, he's on a lap. The Ferrari man, the championship leader. What's he going to be able to do here? Because I don't know if he's on a lap. He seems to be missing a lot of these apexes. Very wide through there. I don't think this is good. And DRS is enabled! That is why he's not hitting apexes. Because it's dry enough for a lap now. And that is music. He's going for the lap though. And I mean, he must think it's a good enough lap. He's going for it in what is looking like fully dry conditions now. I mean, it's not a bad lap, is it? A 141.8 on dry conditions is not bad from the championship leader, as he's now put his DRS open. As who's going to be the first out the dry runners then? As we've got still people who on the inters.
Cars on soft tyres in the garage, so.
As there's one out, and I believe it may have been Kostya? No, Sweeros? No. I don't know who's out on the softs right now. JJA, that's who it was. This is the man we're going to go on board with. As the people on Inters right now don't matter, to be fair, because the car who's
retired.
He's retired. Not been a great qualifying from the Haas today. You expect so much more from him. As NSR Bradley's going to come into the pits, you think
top two are out on soft laps. They're close to each other as well.
But we'll go on board with JJA, the first man to go on the softs. It's going to be the least grip for him on the softs then. Track will evolve as the later you come out with 7.5 minutes left in this session. You think they can get in, get out, do a lap, get back in and do a lap before the end. So let's see how JJA does. The first man on softs in the Alfa Romeo. He's going to show the pace for everyone. He's going to set the bar into turn 1. Absolutely beautiful. Same with turn 2. Oh, actually, maybe not. He had a bit of a snap on the rear end. Got to remember, it's still a little bit damp out there, probably. And definitely not much grip as there's yellows in sector 3. I think Axel might just be coming into the pits, actually. And this, though, you can see the difference on the soft sides. This is 1.7 up. It's a purple sector 1, as you expect. But he span it! Oh, no! That's not good for JJA. He span it! On what, and that's just showing the lack of grip out there today. As we'll go on board then with SMX Dark, I think. Oh, okay. He's going to get back going first.
Kostya.
Well, JJA's first. Oh, it's Kostya first. Oh wow, I never realised this. So Kostya's going to be the test for everyone today. The Aston Martin, the man on provisional pole, quickest in the enters it seems. But is he going to be quickest in the dries today? 6/10 up on anyone else. How's he going to go for the Aston Martin? Remember, the lack of grip out there. It's a cold track still. So it's going to be very interesting here in France. As Kostya has absolutely nailed the circuit so far. He looks phenomenal in the Aston Martin. As he's 2.1 seconds up on his first sector. That goes purple. As can he continue this trajectory? How fast can he go? The Aston Martin driver, the reserve, obviously. As now into the chicane. Absolutely beautiful. As how much up is he now in sector 2? I mean, I know it's to an Inters lap, but it's still impressive. 4.7 seconds up on his Inters lap, and that's just showing the difference between the tyres, even on a colder track. for the softs. That he does save that corner from what looked maybe a bit poor, but I don't think it was. I just look at this.
Very close to running it off track.
Yeah,
I thought it was going off. Nice, slow down enough.
This is your tester, I guess today you could call him. So where's he going to go as he comes to the last corner? Yeah, Zorro just behind him. The front two, it looks maybe to be here. I mean, Hidlek's not far behind Zorro. But how fast is it going to be for Kostya? So 1:31.2, what a lap. But where's Zorro going to go? Zorro puts in a 1:31.2 as well. Look how close they are.
About half a 10. That is about 10 seconds difference.
Yeah, NJ's going to be next across the line. Where's NJ? The Mercedes going to go. P3, yeah, P3 and a lot off the front too, which is interesting. Is JJA. JJA next. This man, you remember he spun on his outlap, so he will probably not have the best tyres for tyre wear. But where's he going to go? Is he going to place any of the current top three? The three drives to cross the line on the softs, obviously. He will go P1! What a lap by 3:10.
And SMX Dark goes and sets
what a lap from both. Is next up TJ Boxes. So we're going to go on board with Wacko. Oh no, Wacko Jacko's invalidated. And then it's the Haas of Sweerose who's on an outlap. And I think Kostya's not on an actual lap, right? Nope. So then is it NSR Bradley? It's NSR Bradley then who will be next across the line on an actual lap. In the McLaren.
You can tell track evolution is a thing. Jeez.
You definitely can. NSR Bradley, this man explores the track limits and does them perfectly every time, but he's actually come in. Interesting decision. Is there that Zorro going to come in yet? Yeah, so NJ's, I believe NJ not on a lap. Maybe he is. I don't think NJ's on a lap.
Through sector 1, he's only 4/10 up.
JJA invalidated. I believe it. Yeah, NJ's not on a lap. Hidlek's on an outlap. Who's behind Hidlek's then? Is that SMX Dark? It is. Is he on a lap?
Don't think so, because he's
I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt he's on a lap. And then it would be Axel. Let's see. Has Axel spun it, I think? No, he's not. He's just lifted it off. He's on his outlap, sorry. So let's see. Is SMX Dark on a lap? SMX Dark is on a lap, by the way. As he's going to cross the line, where's he going to put his Alpine on this second lap? P1! A 1:37 from the reserve in an Alpine. That is a great lap. As Wacko Jacko is also on a lap. He's 6.4 seconds up, which would put him in the 1:35s. This isn't a great lap, really, from the Red Bull, from what I can tell. That's how much he's improved in, since, as he's going to put his Red Bull P5 1:31.8. It's very close today. There's now a lot of people are out, and Sweerose! I want this a second quicker than anyone else. As who's next? It looks like next will be Hutzing. No, he's on an outlap. Will it be NJ?
The sun's coming out now. So
NJ's on a lap. NJ's on a lap. He's 8/10 up. He's 8/10 up on his time, which would currently put him. Well, it would just about have him overtake Wacko Jacko. He's going to want to improve by more for this remaining lap if he wants a chance at pole as yellow. So I think it's just people backing off. As where is NJ going to go? As people obviously are now warming up for their last lap. As NJ, he's going to... Oh, he goes wide through the final corner. And that's going to really hurt his lap time. NJ goes P7. He's closer, but where could he have been if he didn't go wide at the end? As Hidlex goes P3. TJ on that one.
Has not set a lap. Still on those inters, still in the pits.
So who's that then? That's the other Alpine of SMX Dark, who's, yeah, I don't think he's 10. Oh, well, he was that. So Axel Rich, then the championship leader. This is his first lap on the soft tyres. Where's he going to put that Ferrari? Sweerose, the man on provisional pole, is out. Axel P2, look how close he was to provisional pole. Costia's going to begin his lap.
About a
We've
second.
got McLaren about to begin their lap. JJA going to begin his lap. Same as Zorro. Hutsy P3. As I believe, is NJ? Not sure the NJ's not on that.
5 seconds.
Yeah, NJ's not. There you go. TJ will be the next man on a flyer to cross the line in his Red Bull. He's up by 5 seconds. That would put him on a 1:36. That he will want to improve a lot for the rest of his lap, which I believe he will, to be fair. Let's see where the Red Bull can go. A little bit slidey out of that exit. As you can see, the sun glare for him here is not nice. Because there's a few finished drivers here in qualifying. This is the last lap TJ will get, obviously, which he surely wishes he could have had one more. As where will he go, though? P4, a 1:36. Look how close some of these drivers are. Next across the line. Hidlex is invalidated, so that's it for him. Then it's going to be Axel. Axel's the next across the line. I don't know if he's up on his time or if he's actually on a lap. I would say maybe not on a lap. I don't know. Yeah, no, Axel's not on a lap. Axel not on a lap. So NSR Bradley, who's on the mediums, he's wanting to get through on them. Very interesting for the McLaren. Let's see where he'll go. On the medium tyres in his McLaren. Where's it going to be? It's going to be P8. And I think he'll take that. So the mediums is Zorro goes P3. Who's next? It looks like his teammate JJA's. No, he's done. So is it going to be Kostia? Is the only man left. And he's spun! That!
45 seconds down on his time already.
That is a massive shock for Kostia, who looked so good on the wets. He's going to qualify P10. And think about what it could have been if he hadn't invalidated or spun or whatever. But Sweeros, the reserve in the Haas, is on pole position by just 0.016 to Axel and 0.048 to Zorro. Them top three are separated by less than half a tenth. That's how close it is here. Haas, Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, your top three constructors.
The only car to start inside the top 10 on the medium tyre compound will be Bradley.
Very interesting.
To see how that will play out for him.
As that is a great qualifying session in my books. Well, there was a bit of everything. Changeable weather, close fight at poles, shocks, as it's a Swedish front row lockout, as P1 is Sweeros, P2 is Axel, then it's the Norwegian driver, so it's a completely Scandinavian top three, as Zorro's P3, then the Dutchman of Hutzi Meester takes P4, then it's TJ, then it's SMX Stark, then Hidlex, then JJA, then NSR Bradley, then Costi. It's a massive shock, then Wacko Jacko, then NJ, then Dutch Chewy, who retired on the Inters. Same as Ignelis, same as Bartboy. Very unlucky. Alfred Ronafall, who I believe is Sweeros, is delighted. Congrats to you, mate. What a lap. And it is so close here. Between the top three especially.
Yep, it really looks like it'll be an exciting race that we'll be seeing. Potential for quite a few safety cars, I feel. Very close racing with the times so close.
As apparently it wasn't the first time Kostia Spanish fell out 100 times.
Yeah, it said he was 45 seconds up on his delta.
Yeah.
But you can never trust that. Like one, I think it said he was like not 4 tenths up. He went through the detection thing, and then it went to 4 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't realise. Apologise for that one.
Yeah, no worries.
I think anybody could win today, and I think that is the beauty here.
I think it'll be a fight between Sweeros, Axel, and Zorro. Axel, championship leader. He's quick, consistent. That's what you need to be at the top. Zorro coming off the back of a race win. Azerbaijan, it's a technical track. Shows he's got skill and discipline not to hit the walls.
There's your predicted pit stop strategy. It's a 2-stop, and you've got to think you'll be going for the soft medium, not the soft medium hard, unless you crash early. Sorry for the interruption. Unless you're NSR Bradley, who must be going medium hard today. That must be his plan.
Surely. But is track position really best around here? Because you just have to wait for the DRS zone and it's an easy overtake.
Yep. As look at everybody outside the top 10 starting on the medium tyre. So NSR Bradley's P9 on the mediums, and then everyone else in the top 10 on softs. But from 11th to 16th, they're all on the mediums. As they're your expected top 3 today. But could someone like Husty Mister or TJ provide a fight? SMX Dark, Hidlex. They both look quick in qualifying. Very quick. They could. You never know what's going to happen. JJA, a man who has looked quick all season. NSR Bradley starting the mediums, the different strategy. Kostya, the man who was quickest in the wets. If he can pull something together, he might have a chance at the win today. And then all these also on the mediums. You never know with that different strategy. And depending on everything in F1, including things like safety cars, this has everything to be an exciting race around Paul Ricard. This man, though, a reserve driver, Ross from Sweden, is going to line up P1, Axel P2 as the championship leader in that Ferrari. They'll be delighted with how he's doing this season. So we're getting the grid ready for this first race. Not this first race, this race today, round number 10 in Paul Ricard. As everyone's reforming now. Yeah, everyone's so close there for once. So we'll watch on board with Swee Ross here, obviously, as we get ready. As everyone's reformed, so we're just waiting on the game now to start this exciting, stupendous race. As here we go. I can't see the lights. That's wonderful. 5 red lights. And it's lights out, away we go in Paul Ricard. It's a great start for Swee Ross from P1, who's completely gone quickly. And Axel had a nice start, but nowhere near. Swee Ross is Axel and Zorro. Zorro makes the move up into P2. Oh, as it's not a great start for our championship leader.
Going across the grass, and Wacko Jacko gets hit
Wacko Jacko's
through the billboards.
He won't be happy with that. As NJ and Wacko Jacko have a bit of a battle there. Has NJ got damage, maybe? It doesn't look like it, but he is getting rapidly overtook. As Kostya makes up a position off the start. Anyone battling down the grid? Looks like Kostya and TJ Marias. Here you go. The Aston Martin versus the Red Bull. Is he going to make a move into the chicane? He is. So close. And Kostya is up into P8. What a move.
Mercedes are about to go side by side.
They are. Oh, not quite, actually.
He sticks behind.
Smart team games.
Oh no, he goes for the move. Out of the exit of the corner, not where you expect
it. Oh, look at that. What a move from Dutch Chewy. As NJ, he must have some sort of damage, as he's just going backwards in this race, unfortunately. As he's now side by side with Bart Boy the Haas, whose teammate is up in P1 as SMX Dark. His fight has been overtook by Kostya now. Kostya is on a rampage to cut through this grid. As he'll next look at Hidlex. As Axel takes back position from Zorro. The battle for P2 is great, but Swee Ross has now got the second in lap 2. As now Bradley and Wacko Jacko. Oh my god, a bit of lag on Wacko Jacko's part. As Bradley, still the lead medium runner. Next fight looks like it could be between TJ and SMX Dark, maybe? No, Hidlex is getting on to the back as there's yellows and Bart Boy has spun it. I don't think he's got any damage though, which is lucky for him. And Zorro and Axel. Zorro retakes P2. What a battle we're having, because Axel might come straight back as there's 3 seconds for Chewy, I believe 3 seconds for TJ.
Oh, and that's Wacko Jacko.
Wacko Jacko. He must have spun it.
15. Not
Got
sure
back onto the look at this. There's now Hidlex is really getting onto the back of JJA. Williams and Alfa Romeo could come to war soon. As Axel, Zorro, Zorro gaining on Sui Ross, by the way, where he's now within the second again. Sui Ross is being reined in by everyone else now. As are we going to see another battle for P2? As Kostya is onto the back of Hidlex further down the order, as I don't think there's going to be a move.
Real advancements now.
Yeah,
within
the fastest
5
lap.
tenths. DRS
Zorro
is enabled.
He's looking for his second win in a row this season as he is chasing Sui Ross down on lap 3. As NJ, no, he span it. He's got wing damage, definitely. I can see it on his car, and that is a real shame for the Mercedes driver.
Here goes Zorro. DRS activated.
Here we go. This is the battle for P1 that we've been waiting for, but not quite into the chicane.
He only has 5% ERS compared to Sui, who has...
Or compared 28. To Axel, who has over 40.
Could be interesting.
Hidlex is out!
Hidlex out.
Oh my word! He was doing so well, and that's a VSC, which will... Sorry. That is a blessing for Sui Ross, who will just get to keep it. That is a shame for Hidlex. Let's see what's happened on board with NJ Ithwa. If he catches up to him in time, of course. Which I don't think he will.
So VSC, people making the most moves up the grid. Kostya with 4, JJA with 3.
Okay.
What's going on here? Seems to be a bit of shuffling around. But Dutch Chewy with 3.
As Sui Ross boxes, Zorro boxes, JJA boxes, Axel stays out. Speeding in the pit lane, yeah. But Axel stays out as VSC comes to an end. That is not good for everyone else, as Axel will lead us the way now. Because I need to change that back to tyres.
It's a double stack attempt.
Kostya is into P3. Kostya makes the move, I believe, on SMX Dark. That's interesting that JJA's been held up, as Hutzi Meester is not far from Axel in the Alpha Tauri. TJ and SMX Dark. TJ's going to go for the move as SMX Dark gets a 3-second penalty. No, TJ won't go for the move. In fact, here's Bradley. NSX Bradley with a double overtake from the McLaren. What a move this could be. There's yellow flags. It's Bart Boy, I believe.
Maybe it's too
But what a move from Bradley on the medium tyres, getting past 2 people just like that. As Hutzi is reining in Axel as Bart Boy's left. And look at the ERS difference as Dutch Chewy gets past TJ. Are those softs going off and the mediums are becoming the better tyre? As TJ's on the back though still. Could he make another move? But Hutzi Meester is getting onto the back of Axel Ritz right now. That is a story.
Sui Ross.
Very interesting for the battle, but obviously a 5-second penalty and they will have to box again. And Sui will have the RS coming up. Who's that? I don't know. Oh, someone's inside SMX Dark Pits, which is a very interesting strategy. As DRS is enabled, here goes Dutch Chewy. As down the inside he goes with Bradley to become the lead medium runner in this race and take P4. As they're still going though. No, they're not. No. As Zorro and Sui Ross. Here we go.
No, he's staying out.
He knows it. He knows Zorro has to serve the 5-second penalty, and that they don't want to lose too much time to Axel.
The front runners, yeah.
Who have not boxed. And now DRS will be enabled for Bradley again. Can he get onto the back of Dutch Chewy? Here we go. He's not going to make the move.
No, not using ERS.
Sui very close. Sui's using the ERS though. Are they going to go side by side into the chicane? It looks, yes, here he goes. Sui Ross, the pole sitter, around the outside of Zorro. He gets the move done. Very close, but fair in my opinion. As the Haas takes back P10 for now, but obviously with pit stops that could all change. These two are so close. But look at Hutsy, he's not far behind Axel, coming into the main straight.
And that's side by side again. Zorro's up the inside.
Zorro and Sui, look at this. This is the battle you've all wanted to see. Oh, a bit of contact maybe. Maybe a little bit aggressive from Sui. Look at this. As Kostia's up into P3.
They're playing DRS games. Coming into the final sector through the DRS detection. It's going to be Sui Ross who has it. Only 4 tenths away.
Sui Ross now, what a battle this is. Sui Ross versus Zorro. Zorro who won it last time out. Sui Ross who took pole. Axel gets 3 seconds. Oh my word. Hutsy might just slip down. JJA goes quickest as he's going to want to try and catch the battle of Sui Ross versus Zorro.
He's alongside.
Hutsy, and he gets it easily. And Axel won't be happy because that's Hutsy, not only into P1, but ahead of him in this battle for the actual win today. As what's the gap to lead? Let's have a look at the gap to leader.
Potentially.
As right now, Zorro and Sui are only 20 seconds out of leader. Yes, they are side by side. Zorro, though, will keep the move, will keep the position. But very interestingly, it's going to be very close between Axel, Hutsy, Zorro, Sui. As Sui Ross, this battling can't be good for them though, because all they're doing is losing time to the front two.
Time to the front two is currently
as Hutsy's in!
20 seconds.
Hutsy's in!
Axel stays out, looking to pit lap 7.
Maybe,
tires.
Maybe Axel knows about this Zorro-Sui battle, hoping they'll hold each other up, because Sui's grabbed the DRS down the main straight now, but where are they going to come out to in relation to Hutsy, who's changed his tyres now? Here we go, is Sui going to look for the move? Are they going to get out ahead of Hutsy? That's more crucial. Yep. Yes, they will. By a decent margin as well, baby. Kostya with 3 seconds. Many people getting penalties. As Zorro is keeping Sui at bay, but I definitely think Hutsy has gained through the overcut. Something to add, HO Close gets 3 seconds, as surely this is the lap that Axel boxes. As what's the gap to leader now? The gap to leader's come down by about half a second for Zorro. As I think Axel leaving out for one last lap has not worked, as Wacko Jacko gets overtook by HO Close.
Here he goes. He's going to look for the move round the outside.
As again! Sweet! Pushed him maybe a little bit too wide. I don't know. This is very, very good racing between these two. Both men really wanting this win. And Hutsy is right there as well. JJA gets 3 seconds. As surely this is the lap Axel boxes. Look at this train that Kostya's got going. Anyone else close? This is the battle of the day.
Axel gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is a shocker.
And there's yellow flags. It is Bart Boy, I believe. No, wait, it might not be. It's not. It's Ignelis, is it?
Kostya's in.
Kostya in. So Dutch Chewy on the medians leads the French Grand Prix as Axel goes on to hards. He's going to look to go to the end on them hard tyres, knowing he's probably lost a bit of time. Zorro making the move on Ignelis. This would be great to a car in between him, Sui and Hutsy, and he does. And they are very much out ahead of Axel as well. As Axel, look how much time he's lost to Hutsy just from one lap.
Yeah.
As Sui Ross is going to have to be, and Hutsy are going to have to get the move past Ignelis very, very soon.
Currently, Sui Ross could be looking for a good little win, maybe. Due to penalties, Zorro with 5, Axel with 8, Kostya with 3.
Nothing for Hutsy though, crucially. And here we go now. Sui Rose gets the move. No, Ignellis keeps it in. Ignellis backs off with a 3-second penalty, and Hutsey swoops through the opportunist. Hutsey.
He's looking for the move.
And now he's going to look to take the move for net P1. Here we go. Hutsey gets the move into what could be a net P1 later today. The AlphaTauri has stalled out nowhere after the VSC. As Dutch Chewy still leads the way, yet to pit, of course. But he will make as many pit stops as anyone else, I believe, this race. As Zorro, you'd think would be in the net lead right now. As Sweeros, there's going to be no DRS for. There's going to be no. Oh, it's going to be no DRS for for Hutsey, but well, I don't think so anyway. No, but there will be for Sweeros. There's yellow flags. NJ's out. No, that is horrible.
Safety car, but nobody's down in
VSC. And now, if you're on the medium tyres, do you box if the VSC is out for long enough? That's the question.
They
have to go less than 20 laps on the hards.
18 laps.
18 laps on the hards.
Is right. I think something around there. That wouldn't be soft medium length. So it would be looking at the hard tyres if they pit now.
This oh, there we go. There's no question.
It's back.
It's back early. As Hutsey and Zorro, what a start from Hutsey! He's gained so much time. He's gained about a second in the VSC. Zorro keeps the move, but it's close. Look at these three: Hutsey, Zorro, and Sui. They are so close, separated by about. Separated by about what was half a second, now about 7/10. But if you're Zorro, you're in the worst position right now. The penalty and DRS for the other two when so close. As Bradley very close now to Dutch Chewy for the current lead. As here, what's going to happen to Zorro? Will he lose any positions going into turn one? As Hutsey isn't quite close enough, you'd say. As here. As Axel gets past Ignellis, Axel, you can't take him out the equation right now. The man's in the net P1. Yes, he's got the 5 seconds. There's yellows. Ignellis is out. That's what's happened.
Span it at turn 1, I think.
Yeah, that's a shame for him. That is horrible for Ignellis. But here we go now. This might be the time Hutsey uses, but there's also DRS for Zorro, getting it off Wacko Jacko. I thought he was going to make the move on Wacko Jacko then. There's yellows in the first sector. It's Ignellis, sorry, yeah. As Hutsey, Wacko Jacko and Zorro actually. Is it going to be 3 wide? No. But Zorro makes the move on the Red Bull of Wacko Jacko. As now he puts a car in between him, but Hutsey swoops through himself. Hasn't lost too much time, crucially, but Sui is going to lose time behind the Red Bull here. Oh my God, Sui struggling to get past now. This might Bradley in off the mediums and take it onto the hards. But Sui has lost so much time behind the Red Bull. This is going to be Hutsey's attempt. Maybe he should use his ERS a bit more, in my opinion, down here to go for it down there. As Sui can't get past Wacko Jacko still. That Red Bull is like a mobile chicane for the Haas. As look how close Hutsey and Zorro are right now for the net P1. You'd say the net P1. But Dutch Chewy, don't count him out. The man does have to stop again, yes, but so does pretty much everyone else in this race. He is not out of P1 yet. He could take this in an absolute surprising victory, as we haven't talked about him too much, because he's just been there doing his thing. But Hutsey! Very close there. Hutsey doesn't get the move done, and Sweeros will get past Wacko Jacko, who went very wide. And Hutsy now again with Zorro. Side by side. Hangs it round the outside. Very close. It looks like he hasn't. Hutsy takes net P1. It is Alpha Tauri from Zorro. As Sui Ross is just about in the second of Zorro, which he'll be happy with.
3 lap.
As does Dutch Chewy stays out for another lap.
That's probably what's helped him.
Yeah, that VSC has helped Hutsy so much today, where he is now fighting for the win when you didn't really speak about him at the start. We were on about the front 3 in qualifying, but here comes Zorro again. Why has he turned his DRS off going into turn 1? Very interesting decision. Is he waiting for the chicane? As TJ and Wacko Jacko? No, Wacko Jacko's in, sorry. As this has been a great 3-way battle between Hutsy, Zorro, and Sui. Sui has come out of it a little bit after being held up by Wacko Jacko, but he's coming straight back into it now. But Hutsy on them fresher mediums seems to be flying right now. Dutch Chewy keeping his gap, staying the same as he needs to, doing what he needs to in the Mercedes to try and fight for the win. Here comes Zorro.
Straight if anything.
And Zorro's back in, but Hutsy comes back now. As Zorro takes back the position, as Sui's just waiting. Sui is just waiting here. He knows he should get Zorro with the 5 seconds, and he's just waiting to get Hutsy, really, in my opinion. As what a race we've got going on here with these 3. Oh, and Hutsy, an interesting position to make the move, but he gets it done. What a move! As Dutch Chewy gets 5 seconds. This puts Hutsy in a firm favourite for P1 today then. But Dutch Chewy's onto the softs. He's 2 stopping it, I think.
Most likely, yeah. I don't think the mediums would last.
I think that is interesting. It's because he knows the 5 seconds. Is he made up? And here comes Zorro again, maybe? No! I mean, you can't count out Axel Ritz, though, either. Yes, he's got the 5 seconds, but he will not stop again. I believe, anyway. As all this battling, look where JJA is. He is not far away. He's just here with Axel, about 2 seconds out of Sui. If these lot keep battling, they'll be there as well. As is Zorro, he's not going to be close enough into the chicane, I don't think, to make the move. As Dutch Chewy on the softs gets past NSR Bradley very quickly, as he is a man still to watch out for to come into the battle. To start with, at least, on them softs. This is his thing, right? He just needs... Everyone's going to probably stop again. I think that's the plan of Dutch Chewy. As Axel also got past JJA. Sorry that I didn't catch that one. What are your thoughts on this?
It's looking very interesting. Penalties will most likely play a big part. Zorro will probably serve his when he next hits, but that's still 5 seconds longer in the pits than some people like Hutsy, for example, who after they pit could be quite a few seconds ahead.
I think here comes Zorro again in this battle, and Zorro with the fastest lap as well, as he'll go side by side with Hutsy, who you can just tell the mediums of Hutsy. And Sui! That's what Sui's been waiting for. He's just been biding his time behind those 2, not making moves, waiting for them to slip up, and he swoops past Zorro. And that should surely make Hutsy happy as well, because that has given him a little bit of breathing room, as H.O. Close is still yet to pit. What a stint he's doing on the mediums, as TJ gets 3 seconds. As Dutch Chewy gets past Kostya next, JJA gets past Axel again, a little slide. As now Sui's going to get as close as possible before the main straight. Could Sui swoop himself back into P1 after a little bit of time, just biding his time, really? As Dutch Chewy, look at this. He's only a few seconds out now of these three, on the softs, of course.
Yeah.
He is not out this race. Yes, Dutch Chewy will serve his 5 seconds, but Dutch Chewy's not out this race, especially for a podium. As now, will Swee make the move into turn 1 or even before turn 1? Because that is a great little looking corner. As here we go, will Swee make the move on Hutsy? He's not using his DRS, maybe waiting for the chicane then. Looks like he's going to wait for the chicane in his Haas, or he's going to bide his time as Dutch Chewy has set the fastest lap. Axel and JJA again so close. Not really anyone that close other than these lot. But Dutch Chewy is pushing on now after Axel as JJA with 3 seconds. As you've got to say, this race looks to be between Swee and Hutsy, the two in the battle that have no penalties. As here we go, he's now maybe looking for a move, Swee, down into the chicane. As the DRS is wide open, he's not going to be close enough though. And now Hutsy's going to have DRS off HO Clothes, or HO Clothes, who is on very, very warm medium tyres right now. Axel in the back of JJ again, not making any sort of moves. Dutch Chewy has rapidly caught them though. Look how close Swee is.
So it looks like HO Closed maybe actually trying a one stop. I highly doubt that he can pull it off.
He's looking at it on softs, isn't he? As Hutsy, I mean, is this good for Hutsy or is it good for Swee? It's good for Hutsy with the DRS, but he could make a mistake which could allow Swee to sweep through, like we mentioned. And it could also be a massive hindrance if Hutsy can't get him, like we saw with Swee and Wacko Jacko. As look at that, he's not going to get him down the main straight, and this is what I mean. If anything, it could be good for people like Dutch Chewy, JJA and Axel, who are all trying to close the gap. As look at Dutch Chewy, he is flying. As, yeah, look at this, HO Clothes, he's holding them up. As Axel gets another 3 seconds, no. But look at Dutch Chewy is flying, they're not far out. Hutsy these three need to get past HO Clothes soon. Otherwise it's going to be the 3 behind. The 3 outsiders, you'd argue, who could bring themselves back in. And here you go. Hutsy's going to make the move. You think it'd be easy considering the tyre difference, and it is easy. It is very easy for Hutsy. And look behind it, Zorro and Swee, and Zorro swoops back past the Haas. We're back to these two again. What are the yellows for? JJ spun it!
JJ spinning it.
As HO Clothes.
By Axel and Dutch, he goes and spins it and loses
Dutch
2 more
Chewy,
positions.
Dutch and Axel.
Back up the inside.
As look at Dutch Chewy down the inside, obviously, and then quick attack, but he backs out. Interesting decision. As HO Clothes is doing a great job for Hutsy now. As again, Zorro and Swee, it looked to be. As these are all so close. And Zorro, HO Closes into the pits. That is music to Zorro and Swee's ears. They won't be too stuck behind. But are we going to see? I don't think we'll see these battle here, due to them both having DRS. As Dutch Chewy doesn't quite get close enough to Axel. And here's the man who's infuriating Chewy, I'd say. There's 3 people as well. JJ and TJ also box. TJ for a tyre change, JJA for a tyre change. Not good for Zorro, that's 8 seconds of penalties. That could almost put him out of this. I think this is firmly advantage Hutsy Meester with the fresher tyres. There's no DRS for Zorro. Here comes Swee. Swee needs to get past Zorro really. Oh, that looked aggressive. As Swee needs to get the move due to the 8 seconds of penalties from Zorro. Dutch Chewy has got rid of Axel now. As Dutch Chewy, he's not out this race. He's a very much outsider, but he's not out this race. As look at how close Swee and Zorro are. This has been a fantastic race in France for the win. As it's been these 3, top and tail. You're seeing Hutsy break away now, but you think Hutsy would pit a few laps later than these other 2, which might give him an undercut at one point. As we're going to see Sui have his DRS here, which is not a blessing Zorro gets. If you're Sui, you just try and get the move done here and push away from Zorro. That's what has to be done. Thank you, AD24.
5-lap hold media softs. They're in the window of pitting.
They're in the window of pitting, yeah. But remember, I think these mediums are in the window as well.
Yep.
As Dutch Chewy, you can't count his drive out. Not by a long shot. He's now within the second of Sui Ross. Is them softs are just working for him at the moment.
Yeah.
Axel, I mean, yeah, he's the one who's not going to pit again. Remember that. Yes, he's got 8 seconds of penalties, but he won't pit again. 11. You've got to expect everybody else ahead to pit. Oh, he's got 11 now. Didn't realise he had 11.
He's got 11.
But still, he's not going to pit. So even if he doesn't win this race, he could provide a nuisance if they catch back up to him. Which is the interesting part. Sui so close to Zorro now. He's just being hindered by the Alfa Romeo, you'd argue. As Kostya, and lovely 4 positions gained, he's driving his own race at the moment in P6. Let's see positions gained very quickly. There. As 7. As Sui's going to try and get the undercut here on Zorro. As that is 7 positions gained for HO Clothes. Very nice race. 9 positions for Dutch Chewy gained. What a drive. Is he going to look to make it? I guess 11th, because he will have just made 10 by getting past Sui in the pit, who went in the pits, obviously. As this is an undercut attempt from Sui. What tyre is he going on? He's onto the soft, Sui Ross. He's going to take them softs a long way.
They can go.
They will go, but they'll be worn. Yeah. But he's going to probably come out P1, and that's crucial. He will probably come out P1. Even just a lap should get him P1. As SMX Start gets 3 seconds, Sui gets 3!
Not what you want to see. On the fresh
and now Dutch Chewy! The P2! And that is him legitimately ahead of Zorro, because both will box again. Both will serve a penalty in the pit lane. What a drive from Chewy to bring himself into that fight with Zorro. A great strategy call to go onto the softs if you think about it. Because he's going to be legitimately ahead of Zorro. As Sui, this man now needs to have an absolute blinder of an undercut. Or Hutsy to get a penalty. Can you quickly check if Hutsy's got any warnings?
Hutsy warnings, yep.
Because if not, this is firmly a Hutsy advantage. NSR Bradley, he won't box again. As Hutsy's in, by the way. NSR Bradley won't box again. And Zorro, yeah, they both don't want that undercut. Can we see the penalties? Yes, we can see the penalties. Tyre penalties. So that is 8 seconds for Dutch Chewy, who is now into the lead. 11 for Axel, 3 for Kostya, none for Hutsy, none... As Bradley, it won't box again, might have a chance at a win here. 8 for Zorro. 8 for Zorro. Oh, yeah, because he's got the 5 and then the 3, yeah. Which he's serving now. 3 for Sui, 9, 14, 9, 12. As we're going back on tyres now. So, Axel, Chewy... So... people who won't box again is everybody but Kostya and Chewy. Meaning NSR, Brad... Oh, and probably... Close might... no, he'll probably go to the end. Although it looks like he's struggling on the fuel, maybe.
Kostya might pit again.
Kostya will pit again, yeah.
12.
That's what I said. Kostya will pit again. Yeah. Look at that. Sui Ross did get his gap. What's Hutsy's warning, sorry? 1. So, Sui Ross's undercut worked. If he hadn't have got a penalty, it would have been much better for the Haas. But instead, it's firmly advantage Hutsy, apart from a couple drives like NSR Bradley, no penalties. And this is what we said. Could his alternative strategy bring him into the fight for the win? Well, it has. He's ahead of Hutsy. He's ahead of Sui. He's got no penalties like Axel does. He's in the chance of the race win. Is NSR Bradley with a genius strategy call from him in qualifying. This could provide a massive upset when we're about the fight. Chewy's in. He has to be. He's going to serve 5. Kostia, you expect him to be in, but he should jump Chewy, I think, as well. Due to the penalty.
Yep.
It's softs for Chewy. It should be softs for everyone now, which could put Bradley and Axel in a bad position. Yeah, no. Kostia is out ahead of Chewy, but obviously Kostia has got a penalty. I don't know if Chewy does. I think he might do, actually. As swoops back past Hutsy. This is a battle, and this is just helping NSR Bradley, who is 10 seconds up the road from these two on the hards. Oh my word. As JJA is, look at Zorro, look at he's lost position to his teammate JJA. This is, oh shoot, I forgot the stream. This is insane. As Zorro now, he's setting lovely sector times. Kostia's there. Hutsy now going back on Sui. These two are just swapping positions completely. This is the kind of racing you want to see. This is the kind of racing you get in Division 4. This has been so close today. But who's your bet on the win today?
Well, 10 lap hold, 13 lap hold hards. I don't think
it'll be Axel.
Actually be much help come end of the race when these soft runners on their fresh softs. I think they'll get caught.
Look at Hutsy, so he's gone.
I'm putting my bets on Husty.
I don't know. I have the feeling Bradley might. As with Sweet, you never know, but Hutsy does set the fastest lap. I definitely think it'll be Hutsy in P2 if he doesn't win it. He is an amazing driver, and Hutsy gets a penalty!
Oh.
And this is advantage Bradley! P10 to possible P1. What? Oh, P8 I think, sorry, not P10. As Chewy with another 3, as he has gone down the order, unfortunately, due to the 5 seconds. Sui Ross is at the second of Hutsy. Hutsy is setting times alight right now. Same with Zorro. These two are pushing like wild animals. As it's now just 13 seconds between Bradley and Hutsy. Obviously, it's for Hutsy to catch even with the worn hards from Bradley. Gap to the leader. To the leader, it's 14 seconds for Hutsy. It's 16 for Sui. It's 6.7 to Bradley. But remember, the leader has got 5 seconds of penalties. If we have a look, 11 seconds. Sorry. 11 seconds of penalties. Meaning, as things stand, it would be an NSR Bradley victory on the one stop. As this man has just drove his race, drove his strategy for this. I'm not meant to be on gap to the leader anymore. Drove his strategy. And he has now been brought into a great chance at P1. We said it was between Hutsy, Ross, Zorro. They were putting on great battles across, well, at the start we said Hutsy, not Hutsy, Ross, Zorro and Axel. But then it turned to Hutsy, Ross and Zorro, where Hutsy looked to have such an advantage. He's got off track there. But now Bradley has stormed through the equation. Like we said before the race, could his alternate strategy put him into the fight for the race? And indeed it has. If Axel hadn't have sped into the pit lane, he'd be cruising to a victory today. There's Hutsy. He's got to get past HO close. He has to. It's his only chance at winning if he gets past him. As Wacko Jacko gets through.
3 seconds.
Can you have a look at Bradley Warden's?
Got 15 seconds of penalties.
Can you have a look at Hutsy, not Hutsy, Bradley Warden's, please?
Yep.
Just when he's near a penalty. So if he's near a penalty, I don't think he'll do it, but...
Bradley 1.
As Hutsy should be getting the move on HO clothes here. This is close, because it's only about 8 seconds that Hutsy needs to get. As Axel gets another 3 seconds.
warnings.
2 warnings. He'll want to keep it on track then. Just so you know, Axel got another 3 seconds. As now Hutsy sweeps past Clothes, and now he will push his hardest to catch Bradley, the man on worn hards, the McLaren driver. As Swee Ross will be pushing for this P3.
5 seconds.
Well, 8 seconds. 8 seconds with the penalty.
Oh yeah.
And then tyres will be going off very soon. I mean, yes, the hards will be going off as well, but them softs will be going off soon. You can't forget that. And Paul Ricard, a notoriously hard track to overtake, really, could play into Bradley's helps. Wacko Jacko has the AI racing and he's getting in pens. God. So, right now, Swee Ross is getting onto the back of HO Clothes. This is where you... Oh, Dutch Chewy and Kostia! They are very close, battling for P7, Aston Martin versus Mercedes. It's unfortunate for Dutch Chewy that is 5 seconds in the pit lane. Otherwise, he was right up there. Kostia looked so quick on the inters in qualifying, but just... it went poorly for him on the dry period, and he's had a nice race since. He's had a pretty nice race, if he comes home P7 especially. He got spun out on lap 3 by Dutch Chewy, Wacko Jacko did, he's saying. Let's just see penalties again. Very quickly. Yeah, Zorro with 3, and Swee Ross swoops past HO Clothes. SMX Dark gets another 3 seconds. And now, Kostia, Dutch Chewy, not quite side by side. As look at how close Hutsy is to Bradley now. Just 3 seconds. This is what you call...
2 seconds last lap.
Yeah, this is what you call close. No matter what, Bradley will be delighted with his position, I think, is fair to say. Yeah. Because I don't think he'll lose position to Swee, considering penalties. You never know. As look at this, Chewy! Gets past Kostia. These two are putting on a nice little battle to end the race for themselves. Very enjoyable. Zorro, what could have been for Zorro if he didn't have the 5-second penalty? He could have been up there for the win. He is a very quick driver. We know that. Won in Azerbaijan. Just unfortunate today, but he could still come home with a P4 or 5. Depending on the gap to Axel and if he can get past HO Clothes. It's Dutcher and Kostia very close. I mean, Swee Ross isn't far out of Hutsy. If Hutsy gets another penalty, you never know. Kostia and Dutch Chewy, though, this is a little bit of a battle going on right now. This is your actual battle, I would say. Swee, is he? No, he's not going for the move.
Here on the penultimate lap, still 2.8 seconds.
He didn't gain as much. He didn't only gain a few tenths. Are them softs going off? And there's yellow flags! Who is it? It's not Bradley. JJA, no! And it's another 3 seconds for Zorro. That probably puts his any chance of a P4 out the window. What's the penalties on HO Clothes?
Just
3 seconds. That might put any chance at P5. I think he might finish where he is today. Kostia, look at Kostia versus Dutch Chewy. As here we go. Yeah, Kotsia, Dutch Chewy are putting on a nice little thing for us at the end, including the battle for the race is helping as well. As Kotsia gets back past him on the penultimate lap. Swee Ross is close to Hutsy. As right now, Axel, I believe, would finish.
He's got it in his bag.
Yeah, Bradley, I think it's all but done. As Zorro going to make the move on HO Close. What's that?
Still got to get 3 extra seconds.
SMX Dark and TJ are putting on a little bit of a battle there. I think SMX Dark was making the move on the softs. As again, it looks like Dutch Chewy versus Kostia is going to happen into the last lap as well. Will Swee, though, go for the move here? He's got to make the move soon if he wants to get past Hutsy and finish what would be P2 today, I believe, as Bradley looks set to win this with a bit of genius strategy he planned out since qualifying.
A nice move that's paid out well.
Exactly. Fortune favours the bold.
but only 2 sectors remain for Bradley.
Yep. Bradley,
Surely
this man, you can't count out
time.
Axel's drive. If he hadn't have gotten these penalties, he wins this race. But that's the thing in F1, you exceed these track limits, you're going to get penalised for it. And if you speed in the pit lane, you're going to get penalised as well. It's unlucky for him today, but he will still get some very decent points, considering people's penalties. I think top 5, maybe.
Remember to take a screenshot of the race results at the end.
Yes.
My phone's dead, so I won't be able to send it.
So, as we're getting closer and closer to the end, Dutch Chewy gets 3 seconds. That is music to Kotzia's ears. But we're going to go on board with Bradley now, because he is going to win this race. We said, did he have a chance with his alternate strategy? He clearly did. He was bold. He was very bold today to go onto the mediums to start and then go on the hards. But we all know fortune favours the bold. The McLaren driver, NSR Bradley, wins in France. Hutsy close. Sui Ross takes P3. Axel will take P4, I believe, at the end of it. Zorro P5. As H.O. Clouds has spun it on the last lap, I think. Very unlucky, Joe. Such a good race, but he will still get P7. Kotsia swoops 6th out of nowhere on that last lap due to it. Dutch Chewy 8th, but that doesn't resemble his race. SMX Stark 9th, TJ 10th, JJA 11th, Wacko Jacko 12th, Bart Boy 13th, and then the retired drivers of Ignelis, NJ and Hidlex round out your grid today. What a race we had. Well done, Bradley.
Straight off the bat, though, Bradley had a poor start down to 11th or 12th from P9. It looked like his strategy was in the mud, but he just head down and did really well on his tyres, and he got the win by
a race from the McLaren.
Yeah, excellent driving. Take a photo. Did you take a photo?
Yeah, I've done it.
Alright, sweet. And NSR Bradley gets driver of the day, so congrats to him.
Thank you everybody for watching this fantastic Division 4 race today. We'll see you next week for hopefully more splendid racing. Good night and have a great